lower body. So we're going to do a warm up with our light weights. And I say light weights and I mean it, Pat, today. Yeah. And we're going to start off in our strong set position and do our deadlifts. Now with the deadlifts, the arms are hanging. They're just there to hold the weights. And we're going to come down to the knees with our hip hinge and come back up again. Those look like very handy tools, Moira. So hinging from the hips, bringing the weights down and coming back up again. Good. Hinging, nice. Now, Moira, what I'm seeing you do is you're starting with the knees. I want you to build this from the ground up. So strong set position, heels under hips, roll those shoulders up, back and down, and then send the hips back. The knees will eventually bend. Good. And then coming back up again. Good. Hinging all the way down. You want to feel this in the glutes. Nice. Coming down and up. Good. Much better. Coming down, and those arms are hanging. They go all the way down to the kneecaps and come back up again. Good. Down and up. And again. 2, 3, and up. Lovely. Stop and reset. So we're back to that set position, heels under hips. We're going to do a dead row. So hinge, pull, elbows out, lower, and we're going to just do 5 more of those. Those elbows going out to 90 degrees, the core locked in, the glutes locked in, the neck in line with the spine. Good. 2 more. Good. Lovely. And then standing up. Nice. Rolling those shoulders up, back and down. Can you open your legs a little wider, Moira, and have those toes turned out? Good. So let's go back to that deadlift. Down for 3 and up for 1. So down, 2, 3 and up. Down, 2, 3 and up. Good. Down, 2, 3 and up. And down, 2, 3 and up. Good. 2, 3 and up. Down, 2, 3. Lovely. We're going to stop down at the knees now, and we're going to pull the elbows back towards the ribs. So with this one, it's a tight row. Good. So bringing those elbows back towards the ribs. Good. Nice. Pulling back. We'll do 3 more of those. This is to warm up the upper back. Good. And 2, and the last one. Well done. Oof. And then coming up, rolling those shoulders up, back and down. We're going to do some chair poses. So bringing the feet together, bringing the knees together. And you're just going to sink down as if you were doing a chair pose. And then come back up again. This time as you sink down, you're going to bring the weights up in front of you. And then come up and bring those weights back by your side. Good. So slowly down and slowly up. Good. This is a different dynamic here. The core needs to work to stabilize you. You're basically putting yourself off balance here by bringing those weights out in front of you. Good. And coming up. Nice and slow. Shoulders away from ears. Good. 2 more like that. Down, 2, 3. Slowly up. And again, 2, 3. And slowly up. Well done. We'll stop. We'll roll those shoulders up, back and down. And we're going to come down to the floor for our glute bridges. We're going to spend a lot of time down here today because we're going to focus on that lower part of the body. Now I'm going to grab, where is it? My 4 kilogram kettlebell. So go with a slightly heavier weight if you can for this one. and pop it between your hips and hold on to it. Heels are as close to your hips as you can get them. Now, just a quick tip here with the glute bridges. If you want to focus on the glutes more, you bring those feet closer. And if you want to focus on the hamstrings more, you bring the feet further away. So I want to work on glutes, and I want you to work on glutes, so bring the heels close to your hips. Good. And then we're going to go up slowly. So bring those hips up slowly, keep your chin tucked, and then slowly bring the hips back down again. Good. Looking up at the ceiling, trying not to bend through the neck, slowly up and slowly down. So just getting a feel for the weight, lifting and lowering. Good. 2 more like that, nice and slow, lifting and lowering. Good. And then lifting and lowering. Good. We're going to go up slowly now. So for the count of 3, 2, 1, and then come down for 1. So 3, 2, 1, and down for 1. So it's a 4 count in total. 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Really push up at the top. 2, 3, and 4. And this is where we start to load those glutes. Now focus on the hips going up evenly. 2, 1, and down. Good. 3, 2, 1, and down. Oh, 2 more like that. 2, 1, and down. Last one. 3, 2, 1, and down. Lovely. 2 and 2. So nice and easy, slowly going up and slowly coming down. Beautiful. 4 more like that, and then we're going to change the tempo again. So this is our little break. 2 and 2. 1 more. All right, let's go up for 1. So we go up, we're reversing it now, up for 1, and then resist it down slowly. Good. Up for 1 and down slow. Good. You'll start to feel this a little bit in the hamstrings. The glutes will start to have a little conversation with you. Up for 1 and down slow. 2 more. Up and down slow. Beautiful. Last one. Up and down slow. Nice. Now let's go all the way up to the top. We're going to do 16 pulses at the top. So just come halfway down and back up again. That's 1. That's 2. We're slowing it right down. 3 and 4. We've got 12 more to go. So nice and slow, going down halfway and then all the way up. Really working in that top part of the range, going up evenly. Good. We're halfway there. Nice. Really pushing up. You're going to feel this tomorrow, I can guarantee it. 3 more, 2 more. And the last one. Well done. Bring the hips down, grab the backs of your thighs and roll yourself up, and then get rid of the weight. And we're going to do something different. I'm going to flip you over onto your bellies. Now, Moira, check in with your arms. If you're okay with your hands under your shoulders, are you all right in that position? Yeah, that's fine. So we're in all fours position here. Nice tabletop, and the knees are at 90 degrees. They're going to stay at 90 degrees. We're going to bring that knee up and then just bring it back down again. Good. Bring it up and back down again. Now brace through your core and aim that foot up to the ceiling and back down again. Nice. Now Pat, keep that 90-degree angle. That's it. The foot goes up to the ceiling. Good. 2 more. This is our donkey kick, isolating the glutes again. Last one. Lovely. Reset in the middle. Just do a cat and a cow to stretch that back out. Good. And then we're going to go with the other leg. So opposite leg. So hands over shoulders, or rather shoulders over hands, and bring the other leg up and just bring it back down again. Good. Nice and slow, Moira, slow it down. No velocity here, you're just in control, lifting and lowering. Good. Pat, lift it and then bring it all the way back down again. All the way back down. Good. Lift and all the way back down. 2 more. Good. Nice and slow, Moira. Nice. Good. Well done. Lovely. Okay, come into a cat and a cow to stretch that back out. Well done. Oh, and then we're going to come to standing up. Now we're going to work our back. I know this is going to feel like we're working our arms, but we're not. We're working our upper back. So you want to go with medium weights for this one. And we're going to go to our our upright rows to start off with. So standing with your feet hip width or maybe a little wider, soft bend in the knees, roll those shoulders up, back and down. And the upright row, those weights come up to the center of the chest and then all the way back down again. So we're not going up super high. Good. And here we're working the back of the body, so the upper back working and the lower back supporting as well. Good. Lifting and lowering. And these are really big muscles here. So you're using a medium weight to use those big muscles. Now with this one, we're not doing a hip hinge, so those glutes are getting a little bit of a rest, but we're going to deploy them shortly because we're going to do some dead rows. Good. 2 more. Good. And the shoulders are nice and relaxed. Beautiful. Okay, come back to your strong set position. Dead row is going to be 4 moves. So hinge. Pull those weights back, narrow, lower, and stand. Good. So hinging, pull the elbows back, narrow, down, and up. Good. So hinging, pulling back, lowering, and standing. Now control those weights, Moira. Don't just let them drop. And send your hips back. There's a lot of knee bend going on, so send your hips back instead of the knees. That's it. Down and up. Good. 2 more like that. Hinging, pulling. So we're using our pulling muscles here. Good. 1 more time. Well done. Standing up, rolling those shoulders up, back and down. Now we're going to go for the wide row. So we're going to hinge, pull wide, lower, and stand. Good. 7 more. Different part of the back working here. Good. Hinging, pulling, lowering, and standing. So hips go back, pull, lower, and stand. Good. 2 more. Pulling, lowering, and standing. Last one. Good job. Nice. Now we're going to do some deadlifts, but I want you to use the heaviest weights that you've got. Heaviest weights, I'm just going to go with a 6 kilogram kettlebell. If you want to, you can just hold one of your heaviest weights in your hand in the middle. That might be the way to do that. Good. And then hinge, bring that weight down and come back up again. Can you turn to the side, please, Moira? Hinging. That's it. And coming back up again. So keep your knees over your ankles and send your hips back. That's it. And coming back up again. Good. Deadlift is a very simple move, this one. And this is a really good one if you're dealing with small people on the floor. It's also good because it teaches you how to pick things up off the floor. Good. Keeping that back nice and straight. Keeping the neck in line with your spine. Good. Can you feel your glutes yet? Can you feel your glutes, Pat, Moira? Good. That's good. Okay, let's change the tempo. Let's go down slowly. So down for 3, 2, 1. and then come up. So 3, 2, 1, and up. You got it. That hip hinge is looking much better, Moira. 3, 2, 1, and up. Beautiful. 2 more. 3, 2, 1, and up. Last one. 3, 2, 1, and up. Well done. Let's go back to the upright rows. So strong set position, shoulders up, back and down, and bring the weights up to the center of the chest and down. So we're going to do the same thing. 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, and down. Now it's starting to feel heavy. All 6 kilograms of it. Lifting and down. Good. Nice and high with those elbows, Moira. Lovely. And down. And move smoothly. 3, 2, 1, and down. You're right, Pat? Good. And down. Last one. 3, 2, 1, and down. Lovely. Well done. We're going to get rid of the weights now and come back down to the floor. One more glute exercise, and then we're going to do the core. So coming onto your back, setting up for the glute bridge with no weight. Tuck your chin towards your chest, but keep your head on the ground. Feet hip width apart, knees hip width apart, hips up. And this is now our starting point. Slowly lift your left leg up, point it to the sky. Slowly replace it, and then the right leg goes. We're going to do alternating glute bridges now. Slowly. Good. Left leg. It's like we're marching nice and slow to a slow drum. But we're keeping those hips even here. Good. On that change, reset. So every time the foot goes down, reset the hips. Keep the hips high. Beautiful. We've got 6 more. That's 1. That's 5. Keep those hips high. That's 4. That's 3. 2. And 1. Bring the feet down, bring the hips down. Well done. Hug your knees into your chest. Nice. Right, we're going to do some very familiar exercises because everything's been a little bit different. We're just going to start with our dead bug position. So knees at 90 degrees, shins parallel to the ground, arms up to the sky. And we're going to tap our feet, whether it's the toe or the heel, one at a time. Feeling those lower abs working. Again, that slow march here, so nice and slow. And returning those legs to their neutral position. Good. 2 more. That's 1, and that's 2. Well done. Hug your knees into your chest. Good. And then bring your knees back to that neutral position. Bring your hands up above your head. And both hands are going to go up over your head towards the floor. And then they come up for 1. So over for 3, 2, 1, and up. Good. Now just check in with those knees. Don't let them come too far over your chest. Keep them at 90 degrees. Keep the shins parallel to the ground. And this one, the joy of this one is you don't need any equipment. It doesn't matter where you are. It's like a push-up. You can do this one anywhere. Just need a body and a floor. Good. 2 more. You're doing great. Last 1, 3, 2, 1, and up. And then hug your knees into your chest. Gentle roll around on the lower back. Well done. Right, we're going to flip ourselves over to all 4s, and we're going to do some bird dogs. This is the joy of doing the 2 classes, is I can work upper body and lower body. So a bit of variation today. Bird dogs, really important for the back. So this time the leg goes out straight behind you. and it stays at glute height. Keep pushing the shoulders forward so that the shoulders are over the wrists, because you need that stability. Opposite arm comes up. And then bring the arm down, bring the leg down and swap. Pat, push your shoulders forward so that the shoulders are over your wrists. Good. Opposite leg. Now keep that core completely still. Reach away with the hand and the foot. Nice. Let's speed it up a little bit, swapping over to the other side. Good. Reaching. Good. And if you're feeling unstable, just do the leg. You can always start off with just the leg. Nice. One more time on each side. Amazing job. Good. One more. Well done. We're going to flip ourselves over again. I know, lots of mobility, but I know you ladies are amazing at moving around. Come onto your back again. Good job. Right, back to that core. And this time, you're going to have your hands up and you're going to extend the leg out. So one leg extends. It returns. It extends. And returns. No, we're swapping legs. Good. Swapping over. Lovely. Now you can always go back to the toe tap if you need it. But if you want to challenge yourself, see how many of these leg extensions you can do. Now remember, your arms are reaching up overhead. And that core is beautifully engaged here. Lovely. Two more. That's one and that's two. And then hug your knees into your chest. Well done. Now we're going to do a glute bridge, but it's going to be a stretch more than anything else. So no weight needed, just two legs. Inhale, and as you exhale, send those hips up towards the sky and just hold it this. This is to stretch that back out. Breathing here. Inhale, and as you exhale, bring the hips down. Now we're into cool down mode. So bring your left foot up and cross that left ankle over the right knee and push the left knee away. Just being aware of how your hip feels in this position, feeling the stretch in your glutes, or rather just in that left glute. Now we can add a hamstring stretch. So reach your hands behind the right leg and you can keep the cross of the knee and the ankle on the other side and extend that right leg up to the sky. Push into the heel, bring the toes down towards your face. Here we have a hamstring and our glute stretch, and those hamstrings and glutes have done a lot today, so they need a good stretch. Nice. Let's swap over to the other side. If you look at me and I'm not doing it, it's because I can't do it on the other side. Right ankle over left knee, and then hand onto right knee and push it away. And when you're ready, you can add that left hamstring, just reaching it up to the sky. So good for the back, this one. Well done. Okay, uncross the legs. Let's come on up and go into Sphinx pose. So onto our bellies here. Elbows under shoulders, legs are extended out behind us and your toes are untucked. I remember that from yesterday, Pat. So the toes, we're pushing into the tops of the feet. Oh, and I've just tucked my toes. So if you're looking at me and my toes are tucked, it's because I've got a cramp. Dealing with cramp. And looking out to the horizon, pushing your hips down towards the floor. This gives us a back bend, but it also stretches through the fronts of the abs. Nice. And then bring your hands down. Replace the elbows with the hands. We're going to come up into a down dog again. This is going to give us A lovely stretch down the back of the body. Also a stretch in that upper back, which we worked. Diving your head between your elbows, pushing your heels towards the floor, and move around if you want to here. Have a little wiggle. Stretching on the backs of the legs. Pushing into the heels of your hands, and shake your head out as well. We don't actually realise our necks also do a bit of work when we do those dead rows. Ah, nice. And then coming down to all fours. Let's stretch those shoulders. Your right arm, Pat, and your right arm as well, Moira, opens out towards me. And then bring it down. Other hand, opening out. Good. And coming back down again to all fours and coming up into a down dog again. Pushing into your heels. And then taking baby steps up into a forward fold. And coming up to standing in our set position again. Roll those shoulders up, back and down when you get there. Now we're going to stretch separate parts of our back. So we'll start off with the top. Reach your arms around as if you are hugging a really big ball. Clasp your hands in front of you and pull away. You can even dive your head down, and you can even round through your spine here. And move from side to side gently in those shoulders. You'll feel all those muscles attached to the shoulders getting a good stretch. Nice. And then unclasp and come back to standing. Roll your shoulders up, back and down. Bring your hands onto your hips. Inhale, lift your chest, gentle bend in the knees and hinge forwards. Wrap the arms around the thighs. Clasp the hands behind the thighs, and as you inhale, you're going to try and pull yourself away from those thighs. That's going to stretch the middle part of your back. That's it. Letting that head rest. Inhale, and as you exhale, come into a full forward fold. That's going to stretch the lower back. And then bringing the forearms to the thighs and sinking your hips back, so we're in a very low squat here. Also to stretch that lower back. Moving the shoulders from side to side. Stretching out all those muscles in the lower back. Nice. Push away from the floor, come to standing up again. Oh, the sun's just come out here, how exciting. And then bring your hands up above your head. Come into a side bend, stretching down the side of the body. Yes. The arms got a bit of a rest today. We'll be back on the arms again on Tuesday. Inhaling back to center. Exhaling over to the other side. I know it was very lower body heavy, but I think it suited you both. Bring your hands down behind you, particularly because you've got your injury you're dealing with, Moira, and because you were moaning, sorry, that sounds awful, about your arms hurting. I think it was worth just focusing on the lower body. I know there were a few things in there that we haven't done before, but I hope you enjoyed it.
Yes, definitely.
Good. You'll feel it in your glutes tomorrow. So unclasp the hands, shake everything out. Do a torso twist to loosen that upper back. Up. Oh, and we're done.